Hey there! Is muscle soreness keeping you from doing your next workout? Cece Cheney here, and I'm going to be super honest with you today. My thass hurts. Right where your thigh hits your butt, like that whole area is super sore. So I did some Google searching today to see what were some natural things that I could do to manage that. So my husband is doing a 16-week challenge with the yoga program that we do. It's not like traditional yoga. It's DDP yoga. They call it Not Your Mama's yoga. So it has lots of interesting pieces to it. But anyways, his challenge doesn't start until February 1st, but he has still been working out pretty hard in the meantime. And I've joined him, and my thass is like, dude, girl, what are you doing? So I hopped on Google to see, like, what are some natural things that I can do to alleviate this. So as I'm continuing to do my workouts, and so I thought I would share some of those with you today. So if that's a relatable topic, let me know in the comments. So one of the things that I read in this article that I thought was really interesting is that there's like two different types of muscle soreness. You have sort of acute soreness and delayed onset muscle soreness. So those are two different things that you might treat different ways. But some of the things that I thought were interesting, no matter which type it is, was one is that a hot bath can actually provide some overall relaxation and mild pain relief. But icing actually prevents further muscle damage and speeds up healing. So ice is actually a really good thing. I have my little ice pack here, right, that I've been using, right, to manage some of that, to speed up some of the healing and prevent further damage. So that is one super simple natural thing that you can do that is inexpensive, obviously, that you can do to manage some of the soreness so it doesn't stop you from continuing on your journey. The second thing that you can do is you can eat anti-inflammatory foods. I saw in a couple of articles that tart cherry juice was actually a very popular anti-inflammatory food that people use to manage their muscle soreness. So I was like, well, that is an interesting one, and I thought I'd share that with you. Another one was watermelon. I actually bought a couple of watermelons today, so I'm super excited. That's going to be something that I'm going to go ahead and tear up tonight and see if it helps me with my thass problem. So that's the second thing. Hey, Jason. Hey, Heather. Thanks for popping on. And they also mentioned pineapple. So pineapple is another one of those anti-inflammatory foods you could try and see if it helps you a little bit in this regard. Another thing, the third thing that I wanted to mention is antioxidants, right? And so there are lots of foods that you can use that are antioxidants that really help with muscle recovery. One of those things that I just love, and so I was like, oh, I'll just remind people about this, is turmeric, right? And so the curcumin in turmeric is a really good antioxidant, and it's something that you can totally use lots of different ways, and there are all kinds of crazy recipes that people use, right? Do a Google search of golden milk and you'll see all kinds of things there as well. So I thought that those were three really simple things that you can do. Pineapple is your favorite, Heather. I love pineapple too, and you know what's funny? I almost bought some today, and then I saw watermelon and I hadn't had some in so long. I was like, let me just grab, I got 4. I got 4 watermelons. So I said, all right, I'll leave the pineapple today. But those are things that you can do, right? These are very simple things that we have in our homes that we can go to the grocery store and get. So a hot bath is going to give you some immediate relief, right? But if you want to really prevent further damage and speed up healing, you want to use cold, right? So that's where your ice might come in. Eat anti-inflammatory foods, and don't be afraid of antioxidant rich foods. And let's see, right? I love melon. It's kind of, actually, I take that back. I don't really like cantaloupe, right? When I was in Scottsdale in September, I had the best cantaloupe of my life. I used to think that it just didn't taste good and I just didn't like it, but it was like this the most perfect melon I had ever had. I had never had one so perfect and delicious, and I've never had one since. But so if I can get it as good as that, I'll obviously get that. But I agree. If there are foods that you absolutely love and they help you naturally, I say, hey, tear those suckers up. And so I am going to treat my fast to some watermelon tonight. And I hope you got some value. If you are doing some working out in 2019 and you would like some accountability and you want to chit chat with me in Messenger, send me a message. Let's be accountability buddies and talk about our workouts and all of the cool things that we're doing to manage those things. And let's see. Right? So my husband's the opposite. He loves melon and he loves cantaloupe and all of these things. And like, it has to be absolutely perfect for me. Like, it has to be like the perfect quality for me to want that. But watermelon, like, I can eat watermelon all the time. Ever since I moved to Panama, it's like my favorite thing. Like when the fruit guy comes and he's got watermelons on his truck, I'm like, load them up. Load them up. But I haven't had cantaloupe since Scottsdale, Arizona. That really blew my mind. So anyways, that's really all I have for you guys today. I hope you got some value. And again, feel free to reach out if you're looking for an accountability buddy for your working out. And that's really all that I have. I guess I am. No one has ever asked me that before. Am I a melon snob is what Heather has just asked me. And I guess my answer to that would kind of be yes. I'm actually also a strawberry snob. Like, I don't play with those, like, not quite sweet. Like, I like my strawberries to be super dark, right? Because they're usually sweeter. And that's like, I guess I'm a fruit snob as I'm thinking about it. Like, I like pears, but only if they're soft. I could kind of talk about that forever. And Heather says, you have a fruit truck. Okay, so this is funny. There's a guy who drives up and down the road with all this fresh fruit. And we saw him at our neighbors today and he waved to us to see if we wanted him to stop at our house. And I was like, heck yeah, come on over, come on over and let me load up, from your truck. So yeah, it's awesome. When he comes by, he's always got really fresh fruit straight from local farmers, that are always like my snobby fruitness. Like I can manage when he stops by. So much better than anything I can get in a grocery store as well. Absolutely. Dark strawberries are my favorite. I mean, they just don't, it doesn't make sense if they don't hit that perfect sweetness for me. Who knew that this would be such a fun Facebook Live topic? Thanks for hanging out with me. I so appreciate it. And I have loved this conversation. And I'll be back tomorrow because the 14-day challenge is not over. So I will be chatting with you guys tomorrow and we'll talk soon. Ciao.